Hello everyone, today we're going to be making our favorite and best recipe, peanut butter balls. Now, for this recipe, you're going to need half a cup of peanuts, you're going to need 1 cup of icing sugar, 1 cup of peanut butter, you're going to need about half a cup or a bit less, depending on how much you like chocolate chips, and you're going to need 1 tablespoon of butter. The reason we don't have the butter out here right now is because it's a really hot day and it'll just melt entirely. You're going to start by mashing up all of your peanuts. I don't know why I keep forgetting it. Now, that's probably about good. Let's see how big they are. We can make them a bit smaller than that because these are going to be the crunch in your peanut butter balls. Now, we're doing a heaping half a cup because all these are going to get crushed down into smaller bits. So we only did a heaping half cup of that. So we're going to mix these all until they're about crunch, however much crunch you want. That's probably good. And now we're going to do the rest and dump them into our bowl. Now you're going to spoon out 1 cup of smooth peanut butter. It's very important you have smooth because, well, I guess it doesn't really matter, but if you choose more good for you peanut butter, they're not going to taste as sweet and yummy, but the choice is up to you. Now you're going to want to pour it all into the little pieces of peanuts. Now you're going to want to take 1 cup of icing sugar, half a cup, and then you're going to pour it into your peanut butter. Now this is us dumping it into our batch. Next you're going to want to spoon this all until it's nice and smooth. Now we're going to be using a cool life hack to be warming up this butter. Now, if you have cold butter that stays in your fridge, like we always do to keep it good, you're going to know that when you take it out of the fridge, it's going to be very stiff. So what we do is instead of putting it in the microwave, where you either over or underheat it to the point where it could even become liquid, when all you want to do is just make it soft, what we do is first, we're going to take a nice cup, now either a wine glass or just a normal cup, and we're going to fill this. This is really warm water right here. And we're going to let it sit for a little bit. Now, you're going to empty all the water out of your cup. It should still be very hot. And then, you're going to put it all around your butter. What this is going to do is it's going to heat it up without actually touching it, which is going to make it perfect for when you put it in. Now, you're going to add your butter into your mixture and stir it up. Now, this is what it should look like after adding all the ingredients. Finally, we're going to add some chocolate chips to ours. Now, we have the big kind, and these are a bit big, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our half cup, fill it up to the half cup, and then we're going to put all these into our chopper that we use to chop our peanuts to make them a bit smaller. And we'll see you when that's done. Now that's all of our chocolate chips. We're now going to mix these around because this is going to spread them evenly around. If you wanted to, just to make sure, well, we're not doing it for this one because it's really sticky and it'll hold on to the chocolate chips. But if you're ever doing a big bake like a brownie and you want to add some chocolate chips to give it some more texture, what you want to do is first coat the chocolate chips in flour because that's going to make them not all sink to the bottom, just to stick. Now we're going to zoom in a little bit. And we'll show you how this is going to look. This is a really yummy looking, oh yeah, look at all that. Now, what we would do already is we would just shape them into balls, but since we're in the intense heat right now, we're going to be cooling them for about 5 minutes in the fridge before. Now, you guys are not going to do this unless your batter's getting a little runny. Ours is getting a little runny because we were out in the heat. So remember, if your batter's getting runny, put it in the fridge for about 5 minutes and then we'll come back. But if yours is not, there's no need to. See you when we're done cooling it. Now, while we are waiting for them to, well, you can just do this even if you have your batter ready. But since we have to cool it for a little bit, we're going to prepare for the chilling. And we're going to put a piece of parchment paper onto a pan. This is going to be used so that they don't stick to the pan. And now we're about ready to bring the balls out. And another thing, we really like this, but we don't have any Rice Krispies. You can substitute the peanut butter chunks the peanut chunks for Rice Krispies. 1 cup of Rice Krispies, and it just tastes amazing. So you can do that, and we're going to bring out our batter. Now you're going to take the dough and shape it into bite-sized balls. We're going to make them a bit smaller than this, about this size. Don't be afraid to get your hands sticky. That's the fun about it. Now, we forgot to mention this before. These are no bake, so you do not need to bake these. They're just going to be chilled. After you're done making all these balls, you're going to want to put them in the freezer for 2 hours, and then they should be nice and solid, and then we can enjoy. But we're just going to finish layering all these balls. Now this is what the balls should look like. Wow, wow.
Wow, wow.
Okay, so now we are going to put these in the, either you can choose fridge or freezer. We do freezer because it makes them harden easier. And also these don't have to be perfect balls. So we're going to put them in the freezer for 2 hours. And since we don't want to waste all our battery, we're running low battery, we are going to upload either short or a video in about 2 hours or whenever this is done of what the finished product will look like. But they'll basically just look exactly like this, except they'll be harder. So everyone, if you don't see those videos, please check out our other videos already because they are also awesome, and we're going to be coming out with some more amazing content very soon. We hope you enjoyed the video. Bye!
Bye.